And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. This is the very first crossover game, racing crossover game that Sonic had. Even though in Sonic Riders he also had some of the characters that appear here, but this one was actually marketed as a crossover. I should mention racing crossover because I think before this he had the Olympic Games with Mario, I think. So yeah, not really the first crossover, but first racing crossover. So yeah, let's just get into it. I took a little bit of time of making this work on Steam because it's a relatively old game and doesn't really work off the bat. Well, and you can see that it's all considering that it only has a limited amount of flag instead of all of them or none of them. Was a common practice back then. I'm going with my Brazilian brothers here since Argentina is not an option. Then here you have a bunch of, well, you have Amy and then a bunch of Sega characters and, well, even more Sega characters. I'm gonna go with the Bonanza Bros. I'm surprised they are even in this game because it's a Sega game, a very... oh wait, I didn't mean to... Wait, no, let's not do this test thingy. My bad, I didn't mean to select that, but yeah, the thing is that this tutorial teaches you how to drive, but in reality it tells you press accelerate to accelerate, press brake to brake, like press drift to drift, like yeah, thanks for the tutorial, very useful. Anyways, so before starting, first things first is changing the difficulty. You can change it in the Grand Prix, but I don't know what does this one affect. So just in case, changing it to the hardest one, and then onto the Grand Prix. I don't know how many Grand Prix there are. The starting roster is this one: Sonic, AI, Alex. Oh, actually, this is not Alex Kidd, it's Billy Hatcher. I think Alex Kidd is in the game though. Well, the guy from Samba de Amigo, Eggman, Shadow, Amy, and Tails. I'm gonna go with Sonic. Any other driver you unlock it on the shop. So we don't have that yet. And the first one is the Chao Cup. 4 races, it seems, per cup. I really haven't seen anything out of this game.
But I can promise you, this circuit is no holiday.
No holiday. So this is supposed to be the track from Sonic Heroes. You can even hear the exact same song from Sonic Heroes playing in the background. But essentially, this game, I guess, is the... Ouch. It's the most similar thing that you can probably find to Mario Kart, I guess, in terms of gameplay. It has the typical drift mechanic where the more you drift, the more boost you get at the end of the drift. And well, the drift is supposed to be the main way of moving. And then you have the typical items, a lot of them very bullshit as you would expect. I shouldn't have done that. That was a very bad idea. Like the thing about the drift is that you use it for boosting, but it's not that good for actually steering. You can use it for steering, yes, and it's better than simply moving the steering wheel. Well, the steering. In my case, the analog. Don't think you would want to play this with a fucking steering wheel, though. Oh, and we have some traffic cones. So Tails is the one in first place, but for how long are you gonna be in first place? I wonder. With these boxing gloves? I don't know. Oh, he's not using a car, he's using a plane. Isn't that cheating? You can also throw items backwards if you press back at the same time as the item button. The problem with Tails being so close to me is that if he gets an item, it's gonna hurt. He wouldn't hit his best friend, right? Yeah. Also, how is it going, Wasabi? Yeah, with YouTube you cannot see the stream title early. It is what it is, but hey, if you want me to, I can tell you what I'm gonna play beforehand. It's just that I assume that since most people are not interested, I should, you know, say it when the stream starts. I have no idea what Billy Hatcher is. Like, I have no clue what game it is. I never played it, I never seen it. I don't know if it's worth playing. I don't even know what genre of game it is. Like, if I had to guess, I would say platforming, but I think that Billy Hatcher is probably, of all the SEGA franchises that are here, probably the most obscure one, right? Well, I don't know if obscure, I mean, something that is truly obscure probably wouldn't have been featured here, but I don't think, like, I never heard anyone say that they are a fan of Billy Hatcher. Wait, can you do tricks? Can you? I don't think you can. Wait, was that a shortcut? I don't know. Yeah, you can do, okay, by pressing the brake button you do shortcuts. So it's hard to tell because this game in theory has a separate button for braking and drifting according to the tutorial, but in my controller they are the exact same button. So that can be it. Wait, why is it showing shadow behind me? What do you say?
How can it be? Ouch! Shadow's chaos spear living up to its name.
I don't know what Shadow is doing, but it seems like he is still not even second. Wait, what's this? Oh, is that like the Mario Kart 8 item that lets you avoid items? You completed the Super Hang-On challenge. Did I? Super Hang-On is a motorcycle arcade game. I played that one on stream some time ago. It's a cool game. Very hard though. From what I've seen, it's a 3D platforming game where you roll shy and eggs ahead. That's the all-star move. Racers that are far behind get it to catch up.
We've got a scorcher lined up for you today. Don't stop on the roulette wheel. Remember, the house always wins.
House always wins. I think this is supposed to be also from Sonic Heroes, right? It's different for every character. You saw Big Swan earlier. Did I? Oh yeah, this is Sonic Heroes, obviously. I mean, personally, when it comes to Sonic Heroes, you can make me hear a song from the game and I will recognize it instantly. But this is very clearly Sonic Heroes. Man, I really like that game. If it wasn't for the fact that I already played it, I would play it. I already played it on stream even, so not much left to do. I mean, other than doing the time trials, I guess. I don't really want to do that. Okay, Sonic is struggling to get these corners. Come on, Sonic. I know that Tails has a boxing glove. Yeah, the last game I played, the house didn't win, but here we will see. I mean, so far I'm in 4th place, and these corners are also not basic at all, so Sonic might struggle a little bit here. I also like the fact that when you hit someone, they don't have a hitbox, so you cannot be slowed down by them. Because I mean, otherwise it will be counterproductive a lot of times to hit opponents. It's like, what's the point? Okay. Yeah, I think that I should be fine for now. Oh, Tails is coming again. You know that I have an item that is gonna hit you. Yeah, and he got hit. Sorry, Tails. It happens. Happens to the best of us. But seems like very straightforward game when it comes to the way the mechanics work. It doesn't seem like there's anything particularly weird, and the power-ups also seem very basic as well. This really feels like they took everything from Mario Kart, because the previous Sonic racing game, which was Sonic Riders, that game is very different from Mario Kart, but here it seems like they went, nah, people don't want that, let's just go full Mario Kart. Oh, and I think that is a track that repeats in...
A place to get your racing samba on, this is it.
Okay. I think that this place is in All Stars Racing Transform. I think it's the same track.
3, 2.
Time to get a copyright claim. Yeah, probably. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, I think that my All Stars Racing Transform playthrough is still there, and it didn't get blocked in any country, so I think, maybe I'm wrong about that. Also, this looks very colorful. Up and down challenge? What are even all these challenges that I'm completing? Maybe, you know what, there's something that say the missions in the game. Maybe it's talking about that. Keep in mind that this doesn't have achievements on Steam. You can check them in the options menu. So they are different from... Okay, it's different than mission mode, gotcha. Thanks. Right, in that case, I guess what the hell is this song, dude? Did someone even play Somebody Amigo? But yeah, I guess a lot of people did. But you know that it's pretty funny how when you look at this game and also All Stars Racing Transform, most of the SEGA games are games that, like, probably nobody gives a shit about, you know? Even games that I like for example Bonanza Bros, I really like that game, but nobody gives a shit about that game. And that applies to, I think, most games here. Oh, shame that I had to get on... Oh wait, it's not the end yet. Okay, we might still win, but it all depends on these items, it depends. No, damn it. I don't know who... Ooh, I still won. Nice. So we won every single, how is it called? Race in the championship with Amy at second place. SEGA miles. Pretty sure I didn't run 10,000 miles, but it's fine. With your foot on the gas, steer and hold drift to power slide. Damn, I didn't know that. How could I have... Oh, come on, Sonic, it's a little bit too late to say that. Eggman really likes that third place. It doesn't seem to... Wait, Sonic doesn't seem to mind the first place at all. Oh, there it is. The song is Samba de Janeiro. So I like how Graffiti Cup, in something like Samba de Amigo, which is mostly Mexican, they still use a very like Brazilian name like that. Because Janeiro has nothing to do with Mexico as far as I know. Alright, I should pick a different character to switch it up, I guess. I mean, of these ones, aside from the Sonic characters, I don't care about anyone else. But hold up, before doing that, can I unlock anything? Where is the shop? Here, shopping. Yeah, the SEGA Miles is the currency, so here you can unlock Big Knuckles, Ulala, Beat. I don't know who these guys are. Well, the guy from Crazy Taxi. Damn, these are from Virtua Fighter. Shenmue. I don't know who these guys are. Okay, these are the Bonanza Bros. Well, Alex Kidd, and then Opa Opa is from Fantasy Zone. I'm tempted to get both these guys and Opa Opa. They are pretty much the only two games from there that I played. So yeah. In the meantime, I guess I could go for Shadow or Mr. Edgelord. See, he uses the bike. He doesn't even use a card. He's too cool for that. Okay, so Chao Cap is here and Graffiti Cap is here. Tokyo to Shibuya. Apparently this one is from Shed Cell Radio. This track. That's the currency you can buy stuff. Sobio and Sobiko are from House of the Dead.
Get ready for today's spectacular excitement from Tokyo Toe. It's a concrete jungle in there, race fans. Let's hope our racers don't get lost.
I will fight like I always have.
I will fight like I always have.
3, 2,
Wonder if he has any edgy quotes. Ouch. So you say that the Chuchus are from Chuchu Rocket.
yes, that's Sonic.
It's the guy from the new Sonic movie, of course. So, the guys from House of the Dead, okay, that's a game. That's probably the most known game in this game aside from Sonic, of course. Because really, every other game in that list is like, nobody cares. For the most part. Alex Kidd, I guess, was relatively popular at some point, but I don't think anyone really gives a shit about Alex Kidd anymore, right? I was about to say, yeah, he says chaos when he shoots something. Not even Monkey Ball. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Well, but here's the thing. II is not in the shop. It's already unlocked by default, so there's that. Even then, though, if you compare it to House of the Dead, I would say that House of the Dead is more popular than Monkey Ball. The Monkey Ball is big, yes. But I will say that compared to House of the Dead, it's not really that big. Because I think that House of the Dead is one of those games like Daytona USA that they were just very big on arcades. Like they are arcade staples. It's like when you imagine arcades, you usually imagine those games first and foremost. It's just like you do with fighting. It's like with Street Fighter 2. I usually think of games like that, Daytona USA, Street Fighter 2, House of the Dead. Well, Metal Slug, I guess. You think of those games, usually. So I think that Monkey Ball is definitely a very popular franchise, but I don't know if it's more popular than House of the Dead. Oh, wait, is that song from this game? Is it the song that is playing right now? Because I'm barely hearing the music, you know? I don't hear the music too much. I didn't know that was from Jet Set Radio. Well, Jet Set Radio is another interesting example of a game that I think that is not really known at all. Like, it has a cool following, but...
Hello from Curiant Mansion, today's spooky race offering. I don't mind telling you, race fans, this place gives me the shivers.
Huh. Hey, come on, commentator, you're not the one driving. Also, they really shafted Knights in this game. Like, Knights is supposed to be the flagman, but he's not playable. So they really fucked him over. But Knights is also another very good example of a series that also has a cult following, but it's like, who cares? I think most people, like, there are probably more people that know Knights because of Sonic than people that actually play the Knights game. I still can't believe I played the first Knights game. Quite unbelievable. Yeah, the next game they not only put Knights, but I think they also put Riala, so... Well, pretty much the only two characters in the game. The original Night into Dreams essentially has... Well, it has two protagonists that turn into Knights, but I think that no one cares about them. Because in reality, Knights is supposed to be an avatar of Dreams. Like, he's not like a real character, I guess. He's more kind of like a magical girl transformation, right? Like the transformation itself. Wait, what the hell is this thing? Huh? What do those... I don't know what these maracas are doing. What the hell was that? Was I going slower? Because I feel like it didn't do anything. That was weird. Okay. Whatever you say, Mr. It's Amigos All-Star. He leads you into a conga line if he catches you, after which you spin out. Well, it didn't seem like it happened, though. Unbelievable. Well, it's fine. It happens. Turbine Loop. Final Fortress.
You've joined us at Final Fortress, our tech-tastic venue for today's tarmac burner.
Is this from Sonic 06? No, I don't think it is. Alright, let's try to hear the song first.
I will fight like I always
Let's hear the song and see where it is from.
3, 2, 1, go!
Perfect.
Oh. I don't think I recognize this one. I mean, it's obviously an Eggman bass, yeah, but... This particular song... Wait, yeah, it's from Sonic Heroes, isn't it? just that it seems that one instrument is a lot louder than it usually is, right? I think it is from Sonic Heroes, right? I feel like there is one instrument that is way louder than another one. Like, yeah, the melody is identical to Sonic Heroes. Just that the instruments are not the ones I remember. Though this doesn't really look like the stage from Sonic Heroes at all. The stage of Sonic Heroes is mostly in like a very open place where you have a couple of platforms and rails. This one is more like you're inside a factory. If it's supposed to represent that, I don't know if it represents it very well, but it's fine. Well, also Sonic's All-Stars theme is the same invincible theme from Sonic Heroes, so essentially they take everything from Sonic Heroes here. And there is another character whose All-Star prevents you from drifting, but you don't have her yet. But is it gonna be Ulala? I mean, since you say her, pretty sure that aside from Amy, she's the only female character in the game, right? I am pretty sure Amy and Ulala are the only female characters in the game. Also pretty missed opportunity. Thankfully, Transform fixes that. I wouldn't call that a clever race, really, but it makes you feel better. It's weird because it's supposed to represent Sonic Heroes, but it doesn't really look anything like the stage. Well, here it says it in very big letters, Super Monkey Ball.
What's not to love here at today's Super Monkey Clash of the Titans? Don't monkey around when you're dealing with the big drop up ahead.
Okay. This is also the same track that is in Transform. But it seems that for the most part, this is the type of game that gets completely outclassed by Transform in every way, right? I mean, it's something that you will have to play to find out, but essentially for what I'm seeing right now, I saw the arrow and I still didn't react to it because I'm very dumb. It happens. There's also the only female character is also Sobiko. Oh, that was a girl. Well, maybe I didn't see it properly, but like at first it didn't look like one. But maybe I didn't pay attention to them enough. Yeah, I'll have to check it when I go back to the shop. So the corners in this track are very, very rough. Now obviously these tracks are not the exact same as in Transform, because obviously in Transform they turn into all sorts of like hazards and shit. Like they turn into water and into air tracks. So obviously not the exact same tracks, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same background. And also the overall models. And these guys are free. The Monkey Ball tracks in this game are the hardest ones, I should warn you now. Yeah, I think I saw that. With the 90-degree corners, yeah, I think it's pretty clear. So it seems that per championship you gain roughly 10,000 miles. The giant rocket can be detonated after launch by pressing the item button. That's a weird clap from Big. Also, Shadow looks more happy about winning than Sonic did. And for some reason Eggman and Amy keep getting third and second place, huh? Are they that good? Maybe they are. Perhaps. Well, Eggman I understand since he's the main villain, but it seems that Amy is also very good. I don't think I have enough money to buy either of the ones I want, right? Just wanna double check, but I don't think I have enough. I mean, I could buy Knuckles, but I wanna save for the Bonanza Bros. No, not enough. The next one should be enough. And then, well, Opa is the I'm surprised this guy is the most expensive one. It's like... Do you think anyone that played this game played Phantasy Star? Come on, dude. Phantasy Star, what am I saying? Fantasy Zone. Phantasy Star is a different game. Fantasy Zone is the shoot 'em up that guy comes from. Well, that thing comes from. So I guess next character could be either Tails or Amy. I'm picking Amy.
Amy Rose.
Amy Rose. Egg Cup. And it's literally an egg. Pretty funny. Well, another one from Billy Hatcher. I'm surprised how much importance they give this game.
Yes, race fans.
A Fantasy Zone Online.
Oh my, is this place rocking already? Forget your knights in armor. This is all about slippy chicanes and fiendish fallout.
Wait, he said slippery chicanes? I didn't see any chicane. Well, maybe I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Oh, and it also says Amy, like in that emergency tire. Yeah, let's see what chicanes this stoner is talking about. So far, I don't see a single one. Announcer, I was promised chicanes and I don't see a single one right now. Will you mind explaining? I think that you're full of shit. Bro, none of these are chicanes. What the hell? Does this guy know what a chicane is? Well, technically the lap is not over yet. And well, now it's over. Okay, Mr. Announcer, where did you see the chicanes? Because this is not a chicane, this is a hairpin. Do you see any chicanes? Am I blind? Maybe I'm blind. Like, you could call that a chicane, I guess, but that would be a very big stretch. That's more of a stray than a chicane, right? Maybe he didn't say chicanes and I made that up. Maybe he said another word. None of these are chicanes, Mr. Announcer. It's fine, don't worry about it. Maybe the chicanes are the friends we made along the way. Because if it's not that, I definitely don't see them in the track. He employed quite some chicanery. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, because in English I think they are two different words, but in Spanish they are the exact same word. Like chicanery and chicane, it's the exact same word in Spanish. So when you say the word referring to like the racing chicane, It sounds stupid. But yeah, it happens. But then again, I don't think that there is a very widespread culture of racing here in the first place, so the average person is not gonna use the word chicane in an average conversation. No, Sonic, you sack of shit. Damn. Can't believe that this asshole almost made me lose. Like, come on, Sonic. On top of ignoring Amy every other day, you want to make her lose too? You're a terrible non-boyfriend. Also, what's this? Dark Arsenal? Isn't this...
A huge hello from Final Fortress. Buckle up for some serious race action. All racers need to be at the top of their game if they hope to master this track's fiendish corners.
Huh. This is like, just like the previous one, it seems like it has the exact same landscape as the previous Eggman base track, right? Looks like it. And same song as well, damn. That's some interesting recycling. We are only in the third Grand Prix right now and you're already recycling. Pretty fucked up. Hey, come on, dude. It is like the track number 10 and it's already repeating. Also, how is it going, Clonka? I never heard the word until I started watching F1. I mean, that's most people first interaction with racing, the Formula 1. It's to be expected. Formula 1, since it's advertised as the pinnacle of racing, it makes sense that it will be the thing that has the most amount of viewership and what most people, you know, its position to racing is. Well, introduction, I meant. The first introduction to racing. Here, well, this year, since one of the, like, the first Argentinian driver in a while started driving there, some people started to become interested, but still it's nothing mainstream at all. I mean, more than half the people that talk about him don't know shit about racing, so they should know that there is one driver that is Argentinian and that's it. You can also buy more songs in the shop. Yeah, but I mean, even then, this will be the fitting song to play here, guys. The fact that it's the same song makes sense. It's the same song because it's the exact same location. So it's less about the recycling of a specific thing and rather that it's essentially the same place but in a completely different layout. But I don't know if playing another song will make much sense here. Hey man, Sonic is so close right now. Like, you know that in the previous Grand Prix, most of the time no one was close to me. But here, this guy is constantly harassing me. Like, it seems that he really wants to see me lose. That's crazy. Come on, Sonic, why do you have to be like this? They're like, for real, no other championship so far had someone constantly follow me like this. It's like he made a bet with Amy and he really doesn't want Amy to win. Well, judging by what the bet could possibly be, it's understandable, but still.
Amy, as she makes first turn.
Yeah, first place. And also the tracks are getting longer. And we're back at Samba de Amigos. So yeah, well, and you can see that the next one that is in Casino Park, like,
Welcome, race fans, to beautiful Carnival Island. Strap in those eyeballs. We've got a race to run. Carnival time, racers. Wind down those windows and samba your way to victory.
I'm surprised they didn't censor that cross. You also have to buy tracks in the shop to play them outside of Grand Prix mode. Yeah, I saw something like that, but it seems that that's only if you want to play in single player and time trial. Which, for the time being, I'm not really interested, so I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't censor that cross. You know how they usually do with those things. But I guess it's not the 80s and 90s anymore, so I think that those rabid religious guys are no longer a problem. Well, at least not for that specific religion, maybe. But yeah, I don't think that no one is gonna get offended for showing a cross anymore. Because yeah, that's pretty clearly a church cross, obviously. The church bell on the bottom doesn't help either. No, that's not the right way. Damn, I'm getting old. Okay, what do you say about the Chaos Emerald? I think that it's Sonic All-Stars, probably. I was about to say, since you're here, Clone Cat, how do you feel about Samba de Amigo? Basically, for what I'm seeing here, I never played the game, but for what I've seen, it basically merges Mexico and Brazil together. Like they were the same thing. Pretty funny. But yeah, you know how, especially here, when Samba de Amigo got created, you essentially have most people thinking that South America, well, South America, that's the thing, that South America is the same as Latin America, and that Latin America is a monolith. Because Samba de Amigo is an old game. This one isn't, but pretty interesting. When someone's avatar is always visible on the bottom. Yeah, I know. They have the all stars because they appear in the bottom even though they are not close. So far, I didn't really get affected by anyone's all-star at all. Like, so far I'm just doing this very casually. Okay. No. Okay, got it. Okay, at least in this race, Sonic didn't harass me. Well, in fact, Sonic had to eat shit in this race, all the way back in 6th place. He's still second in the championship though. Well, and then we're back at the casino. So the casino here, the first track was relatively challenging, I guess. Well, mostly because the corners were tight. I'm lucky? Am I? Will I require luck? Also, a little detail that I didn't mention. If you want a jump start, you're supposed to accelerate when the 3 leaves the screen. No, damn it, okay. This track seems like will have those sort of corners. It will be hard to react the first time. Because the important thing is remembering them afterwards. Will I be able to do that? Well, on the right side here, if the objective is winning the championship, I'll do that even on last place, so I'm not worried, but... Not to mention that these missiles are extremely broken. I'm surprised that they don't use them. Maybe precisely because they are too broken, they wouldn't want people to use them, so... sorry, they wouldn't want the CPU to use them, just so the players don't get overly pissed off. Maybe. But maybe not, though. You never know. Yeah, there are still some very sharp corners here, just like in the previous track.
Well, isn't this a quiet one? Wake me up when you guys start driving for real, huh?
What the hell? What? I completed the Streets of Rage challenge. Well, for falling off the track. Pretty funny. Why? That reminds me, Streets of Rage. I didn't see those guys on the shop. Right? Are they even playable? Because I saw the guys from Bird to a Fighter, but I think I didn't see the guys from Streets of Rage. Pretty weird though that Bird to a Fighting didn't come back, and neither did the Bonanza Bros or Opa Opa from Fantasy Zone. It's a little bit weird. Maybe they realize that nobody gives a shit about those franchises anymore. But then again, they kept Space Channel, so I don't think that's the reason. This is Esper, so of course the game has the right to be broken. But I will assume that in Expert it will be broken against me, but so far it's been pretty easy, you know? Well, in fact, obviously I don't want to jinx it, but I have not lost a single race so far. Like, I've been first trying absolutely everything. Seems that Eggman wants to make sure that that doesn't happen on this one, but can he actually stop me? I don't know, Eggman, can you stop me? You're pretty close. Unfortunately for you, you cannot. That's what I mean. This is expert, but the AI cannot win a single time. And when I say AI, I don't mean AI. That's a different guy. He also cannot win, though. But yeah. You can launch some weapons behind you. Yeah, I know. I did that. Wait, isn't there someone lacking there? I only counted 4 people. Shouldn't there be 5? Did someone die while making it here or what? And that's brutal. I didn't realize this competition was so dangerous. You see, I counted 4 people clapping. Well, maybe the remaining one got clap. It's fine. You can use a level 3 turbo boost to smash other races out of the way. Okay. Though before anything, let me get that. Actually, with this money I could buy Opa Opa as well, but I think I prefer the Bonanza Bros first. I like them. Bonanza Bros is a game that I recommend anyone to play. It's a very good game. It's basically about a bunch of thieves that have to steal a bunch of things. You can play co-op even.
Bonanza Brothers.
The Bonanza Brothers. The Horror Cup. So we're gonna see the House of the Dead levels being recycled, huh? The camera just barely missed Big to the right. I guess he was too big after all.
We're at Curious Mansion for today's hot slab of race-tastic action. The track's many delights include the toxic waste dump. Hope it's just for show.
Alright. This guy's All-Star movie is really cool. You should look it up if you don't get it today. I mean, it's pretty hard to imagine I'm gonna get it today, considering that everyone is doing their best to not win, basically. Oh, this reminds me a lot of the sewer stage in Crash Team Racing. That has to be... I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating and a lot of people will be like, no, you are completely wrong, but I feel that the sewer stage in Crash Team Racing is like one of the most iconic tracks in kart racing games. Of course, not more iconic than Rainbow Road and the Sword, but that sewer stage to me is so... it's so well done from a visual standpoint that to me it's impossible to forget about it. Well, I guess I forgot what the name is, so I guess the name might not be as iconic as the track itself, but it's a very good track. Also, you know that this game has shortcuts. In fact, there is one that they show you here, that there is an arrow pointing at the wall. I don't know how to get there, but the point is that I don't need to. Like, the AI is still struggling even without using a single one of these things. That's pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. Okay. Also, you know that all this time that I've been playing this game, I didn't talk about the new Sonic racing game. That is also its whole appeal is being a crossover game. I really wanna play that game. But yeah, unfortunately, dude, it's so expensive that I feel like I just gotta wait for a sale. So, you know, there is one game that I purchased today that has absolutely nothing to do with Sonic. I guess it's mildly related to like the horror theme of this track, which is Castlevania Dominus Collection. So I wanna play those games soon. I probably even after this one. Like, I most likely will play it afterwards. And yet they somehow still managed to beat out the $80 that Nintendo asked for. Well, I think that they are both $80, aren't they? I personally have it at 60 because of regional pricing, but that's still a lot. I don't know.
Those engines, people, because things here at Seaside Hill are about to kick into action. This Seaside Speed Fest will test our racers' skill to the limit.
I don't know what this has to do with horror, personally. I look at this track and horror is certainly not the first thing that pops up in my mind, if you ask me. Looking online, it's either 60 or 70. In my case, the original pricing makes it $60. So yes, it's cheaper than the Mario one, but I also think the Mario one has regional pricing. I mean, that you can pay it in my local currency, so I guess that the price of both will be very similar. The cups are only named after a single track in them. Yeah, I know. Just that's a weird thing to have it, but I mean, after all, I don't think that you can do much considering that. Well, you can probably make a central theme to every cup. Like for example, I don't know, making it very corner heavy or something. I think it will probably be more fitting to give it a more generic name that is not precisely related to a track. Like for example, the first one that is called Chao Cup, I think it's a very good name because it's generic enough. So I feel like another one you could name it the Ring Cup, and another one the Emerald Cup, and you know, another one you could name it the another Sonic concept. I don't know, the Shoes Cup. Yeah, I know that it. Well, but that's the thing. You can say that it's based on the Seaside Hill track, but at the same time, it's a name that is generic enough to refer to Sonic in general. Here, with, you know, Graffiti Cup, yeah, graffiti is a generic thing to say, but I think that in the context of this game it very clearly refers to Jet Set Radio, the same way that horror refers to House of the Dead, right? So, yeah. So I just realized that these guys in a 3D model like this look like Playmobil. I mean, these guys never had a 3D game as far as I'm aware. In fact, did they even have any game aside from the original Bonanza Bros? Not that I know, right? Hey, that's literally like Playmobil hands. Pretty funny. If they wanted to, they could release something like that. Did Alex Kidd have a 3D game yet? I don't know, I never played any Alex Kidd game. I wouldn't know.
Have you along for today's Super Monkey Sizzler. You'll need your wits about you if you want to finish this one on the ground.
If you want to finish it on the ground. As far as Opa Opa, that's another one, yeah. Yeah, Fantasy Zone, I think, has 2 games and that's it. I guess in that regard, it's gonna be... It's gonna be a lot of this game's first rendition in 3D. No, do you... Okay, I'll take it. I was so insanely close to dying multiple times there. It's okay, don't worry about it. We're fine. Hey, don't worry about it. This is all calculated. So, yeah, you weren't kidding when you say that the Monkey Ball tracks were the hardest one. They definitely are. Wanna first reference Fantasy Zone 2? Yeah, in the Hall of Fame, or whatever it was called. Like the Hall of Champions. I forgot how that thing was called. In that place, it is. It is there. Wow, nice cornering. Actually racing through these corners quite well. I mean, keep in mind that The only track that I tried before today's stream was the first one, simply to test if the game worked. And I can tell you that multiple times the game didn't work. Well, in fact, that's another thing I forgot to mention. To make this game work in modern Windows, you have to, assuming you have a display that is higher than 60 Hertz, you need to force 60 frames per second with a third-party program. Because otherwise the game sound doesn't work. And it also depends on what computer, some other things might not work. For me though, that was the only issue. Huh. This song. This is the Amy song from Sonic Adventure. If I'm not mistaken. Like it shows up when she appears in cutscenes, I think. No. Ah, fuck. It's okay, don't worry about it. I mean, everyone else is doing worse than you, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Seems that they anticipated that this track was hard, and they made the AI... 11 seconds! Holy shit! Damn, the AI here had a rough time. In the in-game tutorial, well, I tested the in-game tutorial and the Grand Prix, like the first race of the first Grand Prix as well. That's what I tested.
A little oil, a little track, and a whole lot of racing. A stunning fusion of tradition and technology makes this one big old chunk of eye candy.
Well, I don't know if you can say the same about Tokyo nowadays, do you? Like the mixture of tradition and technology. Oh yeah, this song, I hear it now. Didn't hear it last time. Hey, I was out to say, I think that a place where technology and tradition meet a little bit more is in Kyoto, right? Like Tokyo, for what I've seen, seems that, I mean, obviously there is the tradition of you know, Japanese people's customs, but when it comes to the city, well, Tokyo is gigantic, yeah, but I think that for the most part, it's more technology than tradition. I think that Kyoto is the one that still reserves a little bit of the tradition part. Yeah, as I say, wait, what the hell? Oh, that's Amy. When did you get there? Oh. I guess I'm blind. Well, the way these guys look doesn't help. They feel like they are legally blind, but I didn't see her approach. Maybe she took a shortcut. So that's what the AI needs. They need a minimum to take a shortcut, because otherwise they just keep losing. Don't take your eye off that boy. Oh, that's... I'm surprised that this power-up took that long to appear. Okay, and that's the second time Amy overtakes. It's the ramp near the end. I mean, what I'm surprised is that the AI is even taking it, because in the previous tracks the AI usually did never take a shortcut. It's a remote control explosive. You're supposed to detonate it yourself when it reaches the objective. I don't know exactly what that bomb does. A little bit weird. So you say that there is a ramp at the end. Problem is that I'm not confident since I haven't seen it. Or rather, since I haven't done it. Like, things like shortcuts in games like this are something that I would only be confident. Oh, I already passed it. I didn't see it again. Well, this time Shadow is the one that took it. That's the first race that I lost. It's because Shadow is a dirty teacher. I meant to say cheater. Sorry, both words sound very similar. Repeatedly tap the gas button while drifting. Yeah, I kinda did that. So it's less about tapping the accelerator and more about lifting it. The Bonanza Bros won. Tails got third place. It's the first time that Tails gets to the podium. But it's not gonna be the last one, because I'm gonna pick Tails on the next one. In between the unlocks of the other characters, I also wanna use the all Sonic characters. With your foot on the gas, steer and hold drift. Yes, I know, dude. I am aware. Let's go for Tails here.
Tails.
So the fact that he uses the Typhoon is a little bit... Well, I don't think that's the Typhoon, though. Oh, and the cups are about to end. Unless there is a super secret one remaining. Seems that there is only gonna be 7 cups. Right? Because this is the 6th one, isn't it? Like, we did one with Sonic, Shadow, Amy, the Bonanza Bros, and now Tail. Actually, 6, right? Wait, maybe I don't know how to count. That's a problem. Ouch. Damn. This isn't really as effective as you think it is, game. I can see very easily past that rainbow wave. That has nothing on Mario's squid bullshit. Hey, good try, but it ain't working. Let it be on the track. The consoles... I was not expecting to bounce that badly. That's why I took my eyes off the screen. Was not expecting that those walls will bounce me off so badly. Yeah, the console version actually have a bonus track on the dead egg, which this port doesn't have for some reason. It is what it is. I personally don't mind. I mean, after all, as you say, if it is on the dead egg, we already know the way it looks. The only thing that we are missing is the layout. Like, it's different from Transform, that you have a race in an old-run track that is like a completely new track, right? Yeah. And this song is so shitty, dude. Okay, so I just realized now that I was able to look. It's not the wall that bounced me, it's a speaker that comes out of nowhere. So yeah, no shit, I got bounced. Because you know that even when I take my eyes off the screen, usually I know exactly what to expect. Which is precisely the reason why I take my eyes off the screen, because I know that shouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, in that particular case, that's impossible to predict. If you don't know it's there. Like, I wasn't able to interact with most of the All-Stars, but is that the most useless All-Stars in the game? It's the second time that I see it, and the second time that it does absolutely nothing. Sure, I didn't see the other one, so I cannot really say... Wow, that's so funny. Cannot really say much, but I'm assuming they are effective wherever they were. Okay, got him. Damn, Tails is clipping through the plane. It's fucked up. Yeah, don't worry about it. So it seems that the only franchises that are gonna have tracks are Sonic, Jet Set Radio, House of the Dead, and Samba de Amigo, right?
A city used to having its roads melted by the fastest racers around. The metropolis of the future sports more than its share of tight corners.
Oh yeah, and Monkey Ball, I forgot. Like, there doesn't seem like there are many more franchises represented in terms of tracks. So this one apparently has tight corners, but then again, one of the previous tracks was supposed to have chicanes and it didn't have shit, so I have my doubts right now. Yeah, I don't know about these tight corners. Are the tight corners in the track with us? I definitely don't see them. Well, there are some corners here that you could call tight, but these are not any more tight than in any other track. Like, a track that actually has tight corners is like the Monkey Ball one. Yeah, this one has very, very standard corners. Remember, while playing this track, one of the opponents just got stuck in the medium and refused to move. With AIs tend to happen that sometimes there is unintended behavior that makes them get stuck very badly. This is not a problem whatsoever. Ah, damn it. What are you doing? Oh, this song is giving me PTSD. That's supposed to be Big Soul Star's song. It's the same song that shows up when you fish something in Sonic Adventure, or rather, when a fish bites the bait and you are supposed to reel it in. Man, the fishing in Sonic Adventure is something. That is some shit. Hey, trust me, if you play Sonic Adventures, wow, 12 seconds of difference, really. And despite having 2 All-Stars, Big stayed in second to last place. This AI is pretty bad. At this point, it's making me doubt if Expert even does anything. Like, does it?
Welcome one and all to Curient Mansion, today's venue for one sizzler of a race. This course is jam-packed with pitfalls designed to test the mettle of the wiliest racer. Beware.
You say that it has pitfalls? I don't know, I feel like we shouldn't trust the announcer anymore. I think that the announcer is full of shit. And it's been for a very long time, you know?
Amigo must be partying now. He's in first.
Ah, shit. So what pitfalls are you talking about, Mr. Announcer? Those? Can you? Okay, yeah, I guess that's a pitfall. So you will have to be very bad to somehow fall off here. Unless someone hits you with an item. Well, here you can also fall to the... like, off the building, but... I don't know that you will call that a pitfall, right? I feel like All Stars here doesn't really have a... Well, I guess it's also the way... that way in Transform, isn't it? That when the AI activates All Stars, it... That was bad. It's because I drift to the wrong side. Not because I didn't know where the corner was, but because for some reason I just took the corner wrong. What? Is the commentator talking shit? Oh, god damn it. Well, at this rate I might be able to see Tails All Stars. I'm getting blown away. Will be nice. No, Sonic is the one that got All Stars. Well, makes sense since he was last place. And he's pretty close to me. Oh, there he is. So yeah, Sonic All Stars, he turns Super Sonic. I guess as expected. Yeah, I'm getting my ass absolutely kicked. So you can see that not being in first place is like a very big disadvantage, because aside from obviously not being first place, it's also the fact that you have everyone very close to you, so you're most likely gonna get hit by everything there is to get hit. I don't like the fact that that guy has a missile. We're definitely not winning this race, but... because we just don't know how far Amigo is here. Oh, actually... no, I think the finish line is very close. I don't... yeah, especially if you give me this item, it's not gonna happen. Well, it's fine, you can get it. I guess it doesn't hurt for you to win once in a while, Mr. AI. Though, I gotta be careful because it's actually very close to me in terms of points. It's fine, here I'm gonna play as a local, so I have the local advantage, right? Surely.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. And this here is Seaside Hill, where the race is about to start. Keep your eyes peeled for the course's trademark glass tunnel.
The trademark glass tunnel? Are we really gonna go through that? I hope. Also, Tails' quote there was also from Sonic Heroes. So does this game just reuse every single asset from Sonic Heroes? Is that how it works? Like anything Sonic related is from Sonic Heroes. Pretty interesting. I mean, that's not a bad thing in itself, because at least it uses assets from a good game. But seems a little bit lazy, doesn't it? Because absolutely everything Sonic related seems to be from there. I mean, minus the car. What the hell? Okay. Oh, and I got... what? That was an unintentional shortcut. Like, somehow I lost gravity, but that made me respawn ahead of my opponent. Damn. Okay. This track is really a hotspot for glitches. Well, it seems so. I mean, I was simply going side to side with some of these guys. and I fell off and then respawn ahead, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is a hotspot for glitches. Okay, come here, Eggman. Actually, both of you. There you go. You got too close. But hopefully, well, actually, I was gonna say, hopefully it doesn't happen again, but it worked out in my favor, so I hope it does happen again. There's also another glitch earlier in the track where you activate your all-star against a specific rock and get launched into the distance, activating a checkpoint and putting you very far ahead. Well, it's probably a similar concept to what happened in that previous one. Like, I probably activated a checkpoint and it made me respawn ahead. Uh-oh. Wait, so Big uses Froggy for the All-Stars? Huh. Yeah, I think that anything involving Big reminds me of his campaign, obviously, from Sonic Adventure, and it makes me shudder. There are some people that like the fishing minigame, but I think that those people, it's just that they like fishing in general. Seeing that the fishing minigame in a game like Sonic Adventure that is relatively high pace, I mean fast pace, I'm the one that's high. It's saying that it's relatively fast paced, so levels like that completely break the pacing. To be fair, what's not fast paced is when you select levels, right? Like when you are in the middle of the city, like in the open world. That's not fast paced at all, but the levels themselves are quite fast paced. Alright, this, can I still win? I think I should be able to, right? Yeah, of course. Of course I still win. Wait, Amigo got 4th place, so even with a worse result it wouldn't have happened. I got the True Blue Challenge. I don't know what that means. High speed shoes will give you a boost and can be used to smash through obstacles and racers. It seems that in this sequence the last place always gets cut off from the camera. Just feels like it. It's also the first time that Amigo shows up in the podium. Pretty nice. I think that achievement has something to do with your SEGA license. It could be, It might be the case. And then Monkey Cap, that seems to be the last one. Though, before doing that, I think I'm gonna get Opa Opa. Though, I don't know if another choice will be better, I guess. I also like the guys from Virtua Fighter. I don't really give a shit about Shenmue though. And well, I definitely don't care about these guys. I'm picking this. I don't care. I'm just picking it. Alright, so where are you? Here. Oh, so the guy is the driver and the car in itself. Makes sense. I mean, this guy is the ship in the shoot 'em up, so he by himself is a vehicle. The Monkey Cap seems to be the final one. I don't know if there might be a secret one, but I think it ends here, so I guess after we're done with this, we have to check the mission mode.
You're at Casino Park, and our races are all ready to roll. This casino's crammed with tricky turns. Our racers need to ramp up those skills to 11.
Okay. Oh, I guess this will look a little bit weird. Just a little bit. Huh. So then they actually put some neat animations. I like that they put so much love into a character that I'm pretty sure that not even like 5% of the people that play the game know who he is. Not to mention, it's not really promoting anything, because there wasn't any new Phantasy Star game, so that's nice, because it means that they put this character simply because they felt like it. Like, they did it for the love of art. I respect that a lot. I like it when they do that. Like, no money incentives, just the pure love for the game. This game and the other Sega Superstar games were an experiment by Sega to see which franchises to bring back. That's, I mean, not a bad theory. It could be the case. It's just that I don't know if you need to make Opa Opa a character to realize that nobody cares about Fantasy Zone. I mean, the same way that nobody cares about Space Harrier, for example. Like, sure, they are they were big names, but unless you make a game that has nothing to do with how the original games are, you are not gonna sell a game to a lot of people. Like, if you make a sequel to Fantasy Zone or to Space Harrier. I don't know why I'm mentioning Space Harrier since it's not in this game, but I feel like both Fantasy Zone and Space Harrier are the same type of game. They were extremely popular when they came out, but nowadays they are essentially non-existent. And it's not like, you know, this game didn't release this year. It released like 15 or more years ago. But even back then, I don't think anyone cared about those games either, so I don't think you need to put, as I say, a character like this in a game to realize that as a franchise, Fantasy Zone obviously is not gonna sell. I was expecting him to say something like twist and shout. They probably will have to pay copyright for that, right? Maybe. The animations are also very, very well done. They definitely are. I'm also surprised with the amount of importance that they gave Billy Hatcher in this game. Because, obviously, well, Sonic is the main one, like the main attraction, so obviously makes sense that it will have 2 tracks. Actually 3 tracks. Then you have Monkey Ball and House of the Dead, that are definitely the 2 most popular franchises in this game, at least at this moment of time, because something like Virtua Fighter was most likely more popular when it came out than both. Well, actually, I don't know if more popular than House of the Dead. But the point is that it makes sense that those have special attention. Shit's a Radio, I guess, since it's a relatively modern franchise compared to the other ones. But then Billy Hatcher, I feel like that's a very big miss to somehow make it like the other one that has a track. Oh, and I forgot about somebody, amigo. Well, that one... Wait, these jumps are not working. I guess I should stop doing acrobatics here. Yeah, those jumps are not really favoring me at all. Was a pretty cool animation. Hey, I don't know. It's not like I have the magic ability to measure the popularity of franchises, right? I cannot possibly do that. Like maybe a lot of these franchises that I'm saying that nobody currently cares, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, with something like Fantasy Zone, I don't think I'm wrong. Like, maybe I could be wrong with Jet Set Radio and Somebody Amigo. With Fantasy Zone, I think I'm very right. Right, so here what you want to do is to not do acrobatics, because otherwise you're gonna fall in between the platforms. And speaking of Amigo, he wants to get the second place, but he won't. Now we got this. Yeah, pretty clean in fact. I think that a lot of these tracks that are... Oh, I thought that was the finish line, my bad. Wait, where is the finish line? Wasn't it around here? Oh, there it is. So yeah. I think that when you have a track with so many obstacles, usually the AI cannot deal with it. Welcome to the worst track in the game. What, the Pirates Ocean?
To today's Super Monkey Race. Well, given what I know about this course, I'm betting someone's going for a swim before the race is done.
We're gonna go for a swim. Nah, it cannot be that bad, right? Surely you're just exaggerating. There is no way it's such a hard track, right? We will see. We will see how it goes. So far this looks very standard to me. Nothing weird. So far, right? It's okay. You're just exaggerating. So I didn't know that those corners were in those directions, but I should assume. I also didn't know that one went right. Oh, I'm assuming here is where the problem starts, right? Because of these hairpins. Yeah, I understand that, but just leave the accelerator, bro. Not that big of a deal. Oh, actually, they are not that close, I think. Well, that guy is close. Yeah, like, I can understand why the ending will be frustrating, but I think that it's not that big of a deal as a track. Like, I will say that the previous one from Monkey Ball was worse. I don't remember how it was called, but that one was probably worse than this one. This one is more or less okay in that regard. I mean, I only kinda got stuck on the very final corner, but even though some corners like this one don't really have a sign, so you kinda have to guess where to go, the final corners that are hairpins have that sign that tells you that it's gonna be a very messed up corner, so you can start decreasing speed beforehand. Maybe it's extremely hard to get the time trial. I don't know, it's possible, but simply for racing against the AI, this doesn't seem like a big deal, you know? Yeah. So I think that was actually an exaggeration. That track wasn't, well, this track wasn't that bad. You know, it was mostly okay. You know, that it was mostly fine. I'm assuming it gave you a lot of problems when you were younger, right? Probably. But I mean, I do have examples of that. There are probably a lot of tracks that I struggled with when I was younger that now they are more or less free, but I think that I remember that mostly with Sonic Riders. You know, when I was younger, a lot of tracks probably gave me a lot of trouble, but when I replayed that game on stream, it was mostly a breeze, especially when it comes to missions. Remember a lot of missions on that game costing me so much to do, but they were not a problem at all when it came to playing them on stream. So apparently this is the very final track in the game. I guess fittingly has to be in the Eggman Fortress.
Fans, we're at Final Fortress, where all our racers will be hoping for a flying start. Looks like we've got ourselves one of the twistiest, turniest courses ever.
One of the twistiest, turniest courses ever. That's an interesting description. Another track reused in other games? It's possible. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be the twistiest, turniest tracks ever. Especially when Mario Kart 8 Rainbow Road exists. Rainbow Road in that game is genuinely fucked up. I mean, Rainbow Road usually has the fame of being fucked up, but the one in Mario Kart 8 is in a different level. It truly is. You don't wanna play that Rainbow Road. Even the one on the Wii that a lot of people usually see it as the hardest, I don't think that holds a candle to the one in Mario Kart 8. Then thinking about that actually made me want to play Mario Kart 8. I mean, I could do it. We'll have to pull out the Switch though. Alright, that final corner does seem like a problem. I really like this guy's animation. And this guy, not even in the original game, had this many animations. Like, not even close. In fact, in the original game, I think that the only animation he has is the walking one, and that's it. Aside from that, he simply flies. As I say, they put a lot of love on this guy. The point is that someone in the developer team really like this guy. Well, maybe for all we know, it might be the exact same developer that worked in the original Fantasy Zone. You never know. You know that in these big video game companies, a lot of times you have people in the company that have been working there for years. Especially since we're talking about a Japanese company. You usually don't see people quitting in Japanese companies. They tend to be there forever, well, until they retire, of course. But it wouldn't be surprising if the one that advocated for this guy being in the game and having so much love poured into it was the original developer. Or maybe it was simply a guy that when he was younger he played Fantasy Zone in the arcades a lot and became an ultra fanboy and ended up working for SEGA. It's possible. Yeah, that last corner is pretty much the hardest part of this track. Alright. To be this good takes ages. I have my doubts about that. I think that I completed the SEGA World Challenge. I think that we can assume safely that we beat everything. All of your accumulated SEGA miles go towards your license rank. What did it say about try getting gold? Well, yeah, I mean, I got gold so far in every championship. Yeah. Look at that top 3 of characters that the average person doesn't know who the fuck they are. Pretty cool. Well, in fact, I think people will probably only recognize the guy from Samba de Amigo because of the crossovers. Well, and that's it. Well, that was something. But yeah, I don't know how the mission mode is gonna be. Like, I wanna check after this, but I think that... Oh, that's the intro, by the way. The intro of the game is the one that you're seeing right there. The one that shows up before the title screen shows up. I was about to say... Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much of a reason to play this game when Transform exists. Like, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform is essentially this game, but like 10 times better. And it's not like this game is bad, it's just that it simply gets outclassed in every single way, you know? Yeah, I do plan on doing mission mode. At least trying it. I'm not... Depending on how hard it is, maybe I won't try to fully complete it. Unless you're in it for the nostalgia. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. But essentially, this is a game that if you know, if you're short on money and you can only buy one Sonic racing game on Steam, that's the important thing. On Steam, you just go for Transform. Otherwise, I would recommend Sonic Riders. Though I feel like both Sonic Riders and All-Star Transform are fantastic games, but for different reasons. Like, I don't know if I could recommend one over the other. Like, they are both fantastic games. But yeah, between this game and Transform, well, yes, obviously go for Transform. There is zero reason to play this game unless you're gonna play both. Like, if you plan on playing All of them? Well, yes, of course. Just keep in mind that to make it work on PC, the Steam version, you might need to do a little bit of some workarounds yourself. Like in my case, limiting the frame rate to 60 frames per second. And depending on your computer, you might need to like install some DLLs or stuff like that. Because, you know, it's not shipped in a way that it fully works. And also another important thing, if you want to change the basic configuration of the game, you don't have those options in-game. You have those options in a separate executable file. Because this game is Japanese, and back then Japanese games, well, and even some of them today, for some reason have the tradition of having a separate executable for settings. So if you want to change the stuff like the resolution, desync, like how good the graphics look and all of that, like the graphic quality and stuff like that, you have to, basically when you're on Steam, you press play inside of the game page in your library, and then you pick the option that says like execute configuration file or whatever it says. Because otherwise you're, especially if you're in a modern computer, the first thing that you will see is that the game has full screen, like real full screen by default, and the resolution is most likely gonna be smaller than the one in your monitor. And that means that all of your desktop is gonna get like shuffled and rearranged, and alt tabbing becomes almost impossible without making a mess of your desktop. So if you want that to not happen, you have to go into an additional file. So in that regard, wait, from Rare? Wait, why Rare? We're talking about Rare, like the company that made Donkey Kong. What did they do for this game? Well, whatever. Point is that differently from Transform, you actually have to set a bit of things up on your own. Alright, so that was the Grand Prix mode. I'm gonna double check in case there is another cup, but I'm pretty sure we go through them all. Correct, that's the last one. These three Grand Prix that you see are the six Grand Prix that you see are the six ones you will have. In which case, let me check the mission and see what this is. Test your driving skills. At the end of each mission, your performance is ranked from A to E from AAA. From E to AAA, them English. Earn rank A or above and you will unlock a new mission. Okay. The first one already is called Sonic Crash. Yeah, that's what Amy has. Catch Sonic and beat him to the finish line. All's fair in... I thought that it was gonna say catch Sonic and beat his ass. I don't think it would be very characteristic for Amy to do that though. Alright, so catch this guy. Does that count? Wait, do you mean that, I guess? No, you just mean overtaking him. You don't mean catching him. I mean, not in a literal sense at least. Like, catching it in the racing sense, like... I understand, but like, come on. You don't want to catch him, you want to overtake him. Which is very unlike Amy. Amy would like to be right next to him. It's also nice that it tells you your live ranking here. Pretty cool. Well, that was free. Because Banjo-Kazooie appears on the Xbox 360 version of the game. Oh, that's why. It makes sense. Oh, and you can just go to the next mission right away. Well, here purchasing anything doesn't make any sense since... Wait. Say drifting, right? How would you say it? Want me to drift? Doesn't make any sense to purchase characters since they are fixed for the, you know. Oh, this also, this might not be something that is very obvious, but this whole layout with the stars and the ranking is taken straight from Outrun, coast to coast, or well, Outrun 2, depending on how you wanna call it. I just realized that. Like the whole dialogue boxes and the stars. That's pretty cool because Outrun is not referencing the game in any other way. But it is referenced like this. That's pretty nice. That's actually pretty nice. Well, in Transform, you also have Outrun being an actual track, so I think that in that regard, if you want Outrun representation, Transform does it better. Oh, a knockout challenge. That's interesting. Didn't know that this game had that. Seems it does. What the hell is this? Was this Knuckles a car? What the hell is this thing supposed to be even? He really got the Knight's treatment, yeah. Then again, Outrun, I could understand Outrun not having much representation because there is not really a character in Outrun that you can use. Like, you can use a car and you can use the track, but differently from Knights, for example, there is not really a... There is not really a character that represents the franchise. Well, most likely the character that you play as actually does have a name and a design, but like nobody gives a shit about it. I'm pretty sure no one seriously referred to the Outrun guy by any name ever. No one that is a player, I mean, like, yeah, the developers probably have a lot of internal code names and shit like that. Yeah, differently from Knights. Though the interesting thing is that, as I said before, Knights is technically not a character. Knights is simply an avatar. The characters are the two kids that I don't even know the names because, again, nobody gives a shit, but... Yeah, theoretically... That was close. Theoretically, you don't have Knights as a character. Alright. Got him. So that's gonna be a AAA. Yeah. So basically... I think that I never saw Knuckles with such light eyes. Like, that's not the normal... Right? Like, that's not the normal way Knuckles looks like. That's not his actual eye color, is it? Rings as far as the eye can see. Something tells me I won't like this challenge. Oh, what the hell? We're not even going to the track. We're going off track. Oh, this is gonna suck so many balls. This is gonna suck a good amount of balls. You cannot even pick both rows at the same time. You have to go one at a time. But on the right side is not a very long area. I don't think this seems like a very well thought challenge whatsoever. But it's fine. Oh, there's also some rings on the inner side. I just realized. I should go for them. Well, some rings. Not just here, but also in the very middle of the track as well. No. Nice. I actually somehow got AAA. Wait, why are you sad? Yeah, time up, but you got a AAA. Hey, come on, Sonic. Yeah, but that mission was a little bit ass, if you ask me. I got it, so whatever, but it was a little bit ass. Alright, it's race time in the spooky wow, nice English, dude. So I gotta step out from the shadows.
To this speedy spook festival track, Curient Mansion. Hideous monsters? Check. Creepy vibe? Check. Sounds like a fun place to race, huh?
I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wait, what's the challenge here?
One, go!
It seems like the regular track. Am I just supposed to win? Because it says something about step aside from the shadows. I think that was simply like a dumb pun. That's because it is. So that seems a little bit unnecessary. Oh, we have Ryo from Shenmue as an opponent here. I don't know how to feel about that. So you know, Shenmue, I think I say this multiple times on stream. I didn't play every game on, like, of the games that appear in this game reference. I didn't play all of them, and I don't know all of them. But I can tell you that of the ones I know and I played, like the combination of both the ones that I played and know, Shenmue is the shittiest one by far. A lot of people talk about Shenmue with like nostalgia and say that it's like you know, an amazing game for the time and whatnot. I don't know, dude. I think that you were simply very easily amazed by the graphics, and it's understandable. It has very good graphics for the time, but as a game, Shenmue fucking sucks so many balls. It's like, imagine that you're playing Yakuza, but without the fun. Like, imagine a Yakuza game, but take away all the fun from it. That's Shenmue. And again, it makes sense because it's a very early game compared to the Yakuza series, but target practice, I definitely don't like the way it looks. But the point is that try to play Shenmue now, and I challenge you to have fun. Like, that's the challenge. Forget about beating the game or doing anything out of the ordinary. I know your objective is gonna be have fun. And let's see how it goes. Boom. Okay, so all the items seem to be these things. Now the question is, if you miss a target, do you get ultra penalized or something? Well, and keep in mind that you cannot hit the target's melee. You're supposed to hit it with this thing. So, yeah. Oh, that was weak. Well, Eggman doesn't seem to mind. He's having the time of his life. Keep in mind that A is the objective. I personally don't really feel like tryharding to getting a AAA in all of them. If I get an A, I'm fine with it. Unless that's the only mission in total that I only get an A. But yeah. All I know about that game is that the English dub is very bad. It is. But that's the least of that game's problem. I can tell you that. Like, you wish that the dub was the worst thing about that game. But you know, it has many issues. I think I lost a lot of boost by taking that jump. They are essentially supposed to drift a lot if you want to constantly be boosting. So that's more than enough. Unless I don't make it in time to the finish. Oh, unless you tell... No, yeah, there's the finish. I got it. I will say that it's probably out of all the games that appear in this game that I know, the only one I could not recommend you to play, Shenmue. Every other one... Oh, this is a mini championship. Okay, sure, why not? Every other game that I know is at least enjoyable. Like, it could not be your thing. Because, for example, Fantasy Zone is a shoot 'em up, and if you don't like shoot 'em ups, I doubt that you will enjoy it. I can definitely recommend that game for people that like shoot 'em ups. Same as Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter is like a game, it's a fighting game, so if you don't like fighting games, you're not gonna like it. But it's okay, like, if you, like, I will recommend it to someone that likes fighting games. At least simply, like, to fuck around the arcade mode, because I mean, competitively, the Virtua Fighter series is absolutely dead. There is a new game coming out at some point in the future, but I heavily doubt that's gonna do anything. Hey, you want themed cups? Here you go. Wait, don't... Wow, what a shortcut, holy shit. Alright. Huh. I did not mean to do that, I can tell you that. I definitely did not mean to do that. Damn, that was crazy. That was some crazy stuff. Damn. Pretty cool. But yeah, the thing is that... Wait, did he say Sonic wins and what a guy he is? What do you mean what a guy he is? Are you catching feelings for Sonic, Mr. Announcer? You know that Amy is not gonna be happy to hear that. Yes.
And turns keep even the best racers on their toes.
Yeah, I think that the dialogues that he has in the intro are the same ones that we already saw, so there's not much there to hear that is new. I was about to say, yeah, Amy wouldn't like that. If there's anyone in love, the announcer is in love with is Ulala. Really? Well, I could think of many reasons for that. But yeah, I wonder what he will say to Miku, since Miku is now officially in a Sonic racing game. What will you say about Miku? Yeah, differently from Ulala, Miku is an actual real celebrity outside of video games. Like, the thing about Space Channel is supposed to be a game that like not even hardcore Sega fans give a shit about for the most part. The thing about Miku is, forget about the games, Miku herself is like celebrity status among young people. Obviously, if you tell like a 50-year-old about Miku, it's like what? What do you say? What do you just call me? Among young people, Miku is probably like one of the most popular characters that exists. So, differently from Ulala, that is only... Well, I don't know what's the lore of Space Channel, so I might be wrong, but for what I understand, Ulala is supposed to be like a galactically known celebrity. Well, that's only in-game, because outside of that, like, nobody gives a shit about Ulala in the real world. But Miku is a different story. That's a real-life diva. It's not just a diva in-game, it's also a diva in real life. Crossworlds doesn't have an announcer. I don't know, actually. I think it does. It's just that it's an announcer that says generic things, like for example, final lap or 3, 2, 1, go. Like, I don't think he says full sentences like this guy. I might be wrong. I haven't played it, and even though I've seen like webs of the game, I didn't really hear the game at all. Like, sound-wise, I know nothing about Crossworlds. I only know it visually. So yeah, I couldn't confirm that. But yeah, the point is that... you know that Miku is the #1 reason why I want to play Crossworld, right? I couldn't give two shits about anything else. I couldn't possibly care about like the other crossover characters. I cannot really care that much about the game mechanics and stuff. And in terms of the Sonic characters, I think the only inclusion that I find to be extremely good is Sonic Riders, like basically Shed, Storm, and Wave. The fact that those guys are in the game to me is insane, that actually SEGA remembers them. But aside from that and Miku, I don't really care that much about the game in itself, aside from being a Sonic racing game. I would care more if the price was lower, I guess. Anything with Miku in it you will buy? Well, not really. Because if that was the case, I would have bought Miku Fitness, but I think I can tell you that not even Miku can make me exercise. So you know that, well, that should tell you two things. The first one, that yeah, not everything with Miku is something I buy, but also not even Miku can make me exercise. That's how much I hate exercising. So yeah, it's essentially a combination of both. But yeah, like the thing is that it's a combination of being a Sonic racing game, and so far every Sonic racing game that I play has been good at least, and fantastic and a masterpiece at most. So I have no reason to think that a Sonic racing game is gonna be bad. Well, aside from Free Riders, so we don't talk about that one. But yeah, the point is that there is that, and there is Miku, that is my favorite female character in all of media. So you combine those two things, and it's a very powerful combination.
Just made it.
You know? Wait, he said I just made it? You obliterated everyone. What you mean you just made it? You're trying to pretend that you're humble now, Sonic? Come on. Can Billy scramble? Oh, this is a slalom type of event. Well, not quite slalom, but basically you have to be precise on how you do this. Well, and the gates are only to add time to the timer. You're also not allowed to go into the shortcut. Well, not like I went there even when it was available. Here you cannot go if you want to. That should be way more than enough. Correct. Without a doubt. Unless you play the fan patch, which lets you use controller, in which case you do talk about it. Is it a good game with controller? Because for the little that I seen about that game, it looks like the game is a mess, even if it had normal controls, right? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe the game is actually decent, but... The little that I seen about it seemed like a mess. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, I could try it. I mean, it's not like I could play the game any other way after all. I don't have a Kinect set. But and even if I had one, I'm not gonna bother installing it here. Hey, I don't know, I could think about it. But yeah, the point is that when I say Sonic Racing game, I think of Sonic Drift 1 and 2, Sonic Rider, Sonic Zero Gravity. Well, this game, Sonic Racing Transform. And that's pretty much it. But the point is that all of those games are good at the very least, you know. So with such a clean record like that, it's kind of like Mario Kart. Every single Mario Kart is a masterpiece in its own way, right? So there is no reason to think that a Mario Kart game is gonna be bad. You could think, sure, like a Mario Kart game is not as good as another one in the franchise, but you cannot think that a Mario Kart game is, or rather, you cannot expect a Mario Kart game to be bad, right? I should realize that Shadow is a car. Well, Sonic is also a car in the background. Well, Amy is Tail. Okay, everyone is a car. Pretty much.
Alex Kidd treats us all to something special there as he comes in first.
Yeah. As I say before, I never played a single...
Tune in next time for more speedway action than you can shake a gearbox at.
a single Alex Kidd game in my life. And I don't think I will either, but it's fine. Alright, so this is about drifting. But let's do that. I like how this guy's car looks like. Very nice one. Also, they really couldn't help themselves when it comes to drifting in Japan, right? Seems like every game that features drifting in one way or another and has Japan as a playable track, like, will have like a level that... Also, I shouldn't have done that. Instead of going up there, I should have remained on the bottom, because now that there is a huge place that I didn't drift at all, that I could have drifted, and instead I was doing airtime. Yeah, that might cost me the AAA. Well, might? No, it most likely will. That's a shame. It will cost me a AAA. Well, that's fine. I'll consider... Oh, hold up. Is there an option that says retry? Yeah, you can play it. Well, this one simply because I know how to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother tryharding. But since it's simply going on the bottom path instead of the top one, like, it's easy. It's not a problem. The one, like the other one that I didn't get AAA, that is the Eggman target shooting. That one I don't know how I will get it. That one seemed hard. That one definitely looked like a very big challenge. This should be enough, right? Yeah, it will. Like, I had my doubts. There we go. AAA. Okay, this one was simply a matter of picking the right place, and that's it. Alright. Also, pretty stupid to see a guy in a car using rollers. It's like, what are you doing? Like, can you imagine driving a car with rollers? Like, every time that you step in the accelerator or the brakes, you're gonna have your feet move in a way you don't want. Like, what's the challenge here? I didn't read. What the hell? Oh, it activates his all stars. But at least we're gonna see someone's all star here. So far I haven't seen anyone's all star. Well, I did see Supersonic and Amigos all stars. I almost say Soul Star. The Soul Star. The almighty Soul Star. Ah, fuck. I got it. Yeah, that was quite free. But they give you a lot of margin to get it as well. You could probably miss around half of this and still get a AAA, you know? Yeah, that was easy. Give me that AAA. Just like that. I wonder if we're gonna get to use every single character or not. I mean, I will assume we will, right? Oh, not a ring one again. Oh, an emeralds. We're gonna be collecting rings and emeralds. Damn.
3, 2,
Couldn't someone stop Eggman from doing this? Actually, does he even care about the rings? No, the rings don't do shit. Oh, okay, they do something, but it's mostly about the emeralds. Also, it seems that Eggman has an extremely good handling. Like, when you don't drift, this car handles very well. Maybe that's the whole point. So if he collects all the emeralds, he's gonna go Super Eggman or what? Oh, you can't be serious. Bro, this is the second Eggman mission that I cannot get a AAA. Why? For what reason? I'm not gonna play it again. Eggman seems to be cock-blocking me out of the AAAs. Oh, this is gonna be this guy's all-stars? No. Apparently we just gotta beat Sonic. It just says defeat Sonic. I like how when you did this with aim, it said catch Sonic. Here we have to defeat him. Subjugate him. Humiliate him even. Anything less is not gonna cut it. Funny to think of Tails as Sonic's rival. Though Tails' characterization has always been very weak. Because at the beginning he was like a sidekick. But he's also, in the most recent games, he's just a little coward that idolizes Sonic as if it was the second coming of Christ. But it's not the only game that suffers from that. You also have Amy, that at the beginning, she's mostly, well, obviously, her character is having a crush on Sonic, and that's it. A very aggressive crush. But then, I think that in most recent renditions, she's not really that obsessed with Sonic. At least compared to before. Avoid the pods. Okay, shouldn't be a problem. Well, it will be a problem because of the time limit, but... Why is Big riding a motorcycle, by the way? Like, of all the vehicles that this... Fuck. that this fatso could have used. I don't think a motorcycle is the most fitting one. Unfortunately, I broke one of them. I think at this rate I shouldn't expect to get a AAA in everything. Not like it will be hard, like I would imagine that this wouldn't even require any try-harding, it will just be a little bit, but if it's possible I would like to do every mission today, but I don't know, how possible do you think that that's gonna be, Wasabi? Like doing every single mission today. There is 100 of them. Yeah, maybe I cannot do all of them today, actually. I will have to leave some for tomorrow. Well, I don't mind. I mean, sure, why not? Might as well. I mean, after all, only playing the game today will have been a little bit of a letdown, right? I mean, I don't expect it to be as long as Transform, but only playing it for one stream would have been, yeah. And you can use the remaining time to get other 8. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That maybe getting to 100 wouldn't take the whole stream. But yeah, trying to get every AAA rank probably would. Well, in fact, I could. Because the thing is, if it is 100 missions, I will assume that navigating through them will be a little bit hard. So, if my idea is to get all AAAs, I probably should start getting them now. Because if I leave them for later trying to navigate the whole list, it's probably gonna be a pain in the ass. Because I expected that maybe there will be 30 or like, I don't know, 32 missions. If you tell me that there is 100, that's a different story. Oh, it was 64 missions. Well, that changes things a little bit. I don't know by how much it changes things though. I mean, 64... I don't know if I can get them today. Hard to tell. Also, another question. The time trials, do they have a time to beat? Or how does it work? Because if there is time remaining, I could do that, for example. Perhaps. Because the thing, the problem with time trials, it's been years since I played this game, but according to the wiki, the time is 2 minutes. What? Do you mean the time is 2 minutes? What time is 2 minutes? For time trials? Okay, hold up. You mean 2 minutes per track? Is that what you mean? But wait, are there not ghosts? Yes, okay, but so there's no ghost and you have to do 2 minutes in every single track? That seems a little bit weird. Are you sure about that? Because if there are no ghosts, I don't see any reason to do them. The wiki also mentions the staff ghost. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to go that far though. Seems a little bit too much. Yeah, that seems like a problem, if you ask me. I don't know if I would like to do that. Because, you know, the thing about tough ghosts is that you never know how tough they are gonna be. For example, in Crash Team Racing, they are definitely not easy to do. And if we're talking about the remake, the actual developer ghosts, some of them are borderline impossible to do. Like, only the best of the best players can beat them, so I don't know if I would want to do that, personally. Probably not. If I had to bet, I probably wouldn't want to do it. But I mean, I could also give it a try, you know? Simply to see. Yeah, I could think about it. You see, as you say, the biggest challenge is if there is time remaining tomorrow, what to use that time remaining for. It's a 1 in 1,000 chance. Yeah, you remember that Ridge Racer thing? I'm surprised. You're actually resembling Yannick. You know that Yannick remembers a lot of very obscure references from my stream, so I'm surprised you remember that one. But yeah, differently from that game where the claim of 1 in a million is obviously bullshit, in Crash Team Racing Remake, the game is legitimately that hard to beat the staff ghost. Which I'm tempted to try one of these days, but I could not beat a single one of them. I mean, I beat every other regular ghost that the game has, but the developer ghost I could not beat a single one at all. They are that hard. I'm not trying to say I'm an amazing player, but I will say that I'm relatively good at Crash Team Racing. Like, the fact that I could beat every single ghost, aside from the developer ghost, I think, like, basically means that I'm in very good shape. But yeah, that's not enough if your idea is beating the developers. You gotta go a little bit further. Wait. Can't believe. Did this guy even make it to transform? I guess they did, right? I don't remember. I don't remember him, but then again, I don't remember because I simply don't care about him. You know? I just realized that there is a cactus in a bikini. I wasn't really... Oh, here you need to smash the pots. That's pretty funny. It's the exact opposite. So you don't have too much time at all. Oh, that doesn't count for some reason. You're actually supposed to do this fast. You cannot just stand still and pretend it's gonna work. Wow, I somehow got that. If you told me that that attempt was gonna be a AAA, I wouldn't have believed you. I would not have believed it. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. I might have been wrong. It's fine. Bitch should find it easy. Oh, wait, I'm being chased by the police? What? What? I'm not being chased by the police. Yeah, I guess this game, when it comes to that, it's pretty lazy, right? Like, it basically has a role-playing mission. Like, here you gotta pretend that you're running away from the police, but there is no police. Differently from All Stars Racing Transform, that I'm pretty sure had a mission where you actually run away from the police or something similar. But in that regard, I gotta say that, yeah, you gotta use your imagination. Okay. Can you stop? Oh, I'm about to get fucked here. So this is the shortcut. Damn. That's a crazy shortcut. That's the one shortcut that I failed to get last time when I was doing the Grand Prix. Pretty nice. I think actually, now that you mention it, well, you mentioned it like 2 hours ago. But since you mentioned it, Wasabi, I think I'm gonna start doing what you suggested. I basically saying what game on Discord I'm gonna play, assuming I know, assuming I plan what game I'm gonna play beforehand. I can just say it, I guess. So in case anyone is interested, they can get prepared beforehand. In fact, I think that I'm gonna use the daily dose challenge for that. Oh, that's the girl that is in the game. Is that even a character in House of the Dead? I thought that House of the Dead only had human characters that shoot zombies, right? I guess not. Oh, I need to boost. My bad. Story goes deeper than that. Well, I do know that there is some stoner shit with some characters with like very weird names and like very cheesy appearance. But I didn't know that they had full-blown like families and shit. I don't know if these are family. They don't really look like it. Hard to tell. Maybe they are brother and sister, judging by the animations. I don't know. A crustacean infestation. Oh, so am I gonna turn into Super Sonic and fuck them all up? Damn. Does Sonic really need... No, maybe not. Oh, you need to shoot them. I forgot the button to shoot. Oh, but you have infinite shots. Differently from Eggman that actually have to pick the items. Here you don't need to. You can pick items, so it basically turns them into rockets. Well, that's interesting. Would be nice if that's how the Eggman mission was, but I guess we cannot have that. We're considering that it's essentially the same type of mission. Well, that one missed, but it missed because of the loop. Couldn't do much about it. It would have been funny if he turned into Super Sonic simply to beat the crowds. It's like Sonic is so weak that needs to turn super in order to beat these guys. Hold up, there's something that I wanna do. Before I keep advancing in the missions, I want to play... I want to get AAA on the ones I didn't get AAA, because this one reminded me of it. I haven't looked into the House of the Dead lore. Well, yeah, I'm assuming most people didn't. Right, so the ones that I didn't get... Oh, these 3 I didn't get AAA, but those are not the first ones. This was the first one. Oh, yeah. And the fact that this is called 06 Makes you think of Sonic 06. That game was something, dude. I will say that game was not terrible, but it feels as if it was a fever dream, you know? It's like I hallucinated that game. But you can also spam this shit. It seems like a better idea than actually try to carefully aim. Because these things bounce anyways. I should have done that with Sonic instead of carefully aiming like a moron. Yeah, you can just spam like an idiot and hit like every target, might as well do that. So this one is definitely more picky than the one with the crabs, because here you are not allowed to skip. I think actually you're not allowed to skip almost any of them. You can probably only skip like 1 or 2. Maybe 3 at most. But yeah. Also like that. Was this game the origin of the Sonic Says shitpost? That's pretty funny if you ask me. I remember like probably one of the earliest uses of that meme was like if someone has an anime profile picture, they ignore what he says or something like that. I remember that. Pretty funny. It originated from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog first. Oh, I see. So this wasn't the first game that had it. I don't know if people play this game more or that other one that you mentioned. I honestly didn't even know that that was a game. I don't even know what it is about. I wanna assume that this will be enough. Barely though. Oh, it's a TV show. I see. Yeah, but I feel like the image macro was this one. The one that they use, right? Like, I don't know exactly if, you know. Wait, this is not the next mission. Bro, when I put next mission, I assume it's the next mission after that one. God damn it. Okay, well now I know that that's not the case, I guess. So yeah, that's more of a reason to retry races. Well, races or like missions if you don't get a AAA. That's a very good reason to retry them. It spawned its own memes like the... Yeah, I heard that one. I think that the irony of that image macro that says about people with anime profile pictures, that it's coming from a Sonic fan. It's like, really? You know the whole saying that says, "Don't throw stones from a glass house." I think that that's the perfect embodiment of that saying. Like a Sonic fan talking shit about anime fans. Yeah. Another Sonic Says meme. I remember, if you're bored, beat up an orphan, what are they gonna do? Tell their parents? Damn. Pretty nice one, yeah. I can imagine Sonic saying that in private. Cause you know, I imagine Sonic, if he was like a real life person, he will be all this extrovert and easygoing when he's in public. But like when he's with close friends, I can imagine him saying like the most depraved shit possible, right? Maybe in the type of guy that uses the darkest of humor available. But only against very close friends, and only in private. Sonic will be that type of person, for sure. Like, hold up, let me do the other ones I didn't get a AAA on. I wanna do that. Real quick. Here, these two are the only ones. Well, this one actually might be hard. Because this one you need to stay ahead of Sonic, but this is a hard track altogether. That's the issue. Go! Well, the real problem of this track are the tight corners that appear kind of at the end. That's the real issue. I mean, the rest of the track, just like any other track in the game, is not a problem. The problem starts here. These corners are not easy to do whatsoever. Like, you actually have to leave your accelerator if you want to avoid going against the yellow thing, because the yellow thing slows you down. Oh wow, I got the AAA right at the end. Unbelievable. I thought I wasn't gonna get it. I actually got it. Alright, well that worked. But yeah, remember, not next mission if your idea is to do a previous mission than the current one. The current latest one, I mean. Because it defaults to that one, I guess that's expected. So this one is not hard. In fact, this one I almost got it. Yeah, you just need to dodge obstacles. Not that big of a deal. Can do it without issues. You just need to not suck. And it's possible, believe it or not. In fact, the one I broke, it felt kind of like bullshit, the way I broke it. I feel like I didn't get that close to it, but according to the game I did. Yeah, I feel like if we had a bar, it would have said something different. Maybe it was one of these two, and it makes sense considering how close they are together. I got it. Nice. Yeah. The thing is that now that we have all the AAAs so far, we can actually press next mission. So this one involves Ryo, the guy from Shenmue. See, as I was saying with this guy, you know how I say that if you are like a shoot 'em up fan, I can recommend you Fantasy Zone, and if you are a fighting game fan, I can recommend you Virtua Fighter. But wasn't supposed to go there. The thing is that if you are a beat 'em up fan, which is at the end of the day what Shenmue is, I could not recommend you Shenmue. Like, at that point, just play anything else. Any other shoot 'em up that comes up to your mind, that's probably a better idea. No matter which one that is. Like, I guess Shenmue is if you care about the story. But then again, the story is also extremely slow. At that point, watch a movie, you know? Take to the skies? Oh, so this is gonna be the All-Stars? But they say takes to the skies. So what is it gonna be? Yeah, it is, okay. So we will see it. Huh. That's pretty funny. So this whole flying thing, this is what they use to get into the places they steal and to escape as well. Like this hot air balloon or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. So it actually makes sense for it to appear. So the fact that they throw bombs, the guys don't really throw bombs. That's something that only the enemies do, you know. It's still not a bad reference at all, of course. I couldn't get it. I barely got it though. Yes, we said it's better to retry. How do you like it? It's very original, without a doubt. Quite original. So yeah, I personally approve of it. I mean, I think it's definitely. It's understandable here that the All-Star activation is more personal than in Transform, considering that there are less characters in the game. The thing is that it would have been nice to see it in Transform, because for what I remember, Transform has generic All-Stars for everyone, right? Well, technically not generic, because I remember, for example, Ages, that it turns into like a specific form on All-Stars. But for the most part, they are pretty generic. Here, each one has like a very specific theme. For example, Sonic turns super. Wow, I didn't get it again. This one is gonna be hard to do. As nice as the All-Stars is, it seems that this mission is not good enough to get this mission easily. Well, it's true that I'm also just spamming the bombs, but I don't see why you wouldn't. So more importantly, your own car gets controlled by the AI while you're doing this. Like, I'm assuming that you are below the plane. Because, I mean, theoretically, you are not the one driving, obviously. You're being driven by someone. And that someone has to be the AI. But sometimes I wonder if it's the AI that is actually dodging this, or if my aim is that bad. Hard to tell. Oh, I got it, nice. At least I don't have to worry about it. Got him. Just like that. Funny little guys. As I mentioned before, Bonanza Bros is a game I definitely recommend you to play. When I say you, I mean anyone that is watching this. It doesn't matter who. Like, it's a good game.
Did someone order a race?
I definitely recommend it. It's also a very short experience. Like, don't expect it to be a game that is gonna keep you occupied for like 3 days. No, I mean, at most it will keep you occupied for a couple hours, and that's probably an exaggeration in itself. Because obviously it's an arcade game. It does have, I think, a Sega Genesis port. I mean, the Sega Genesis port, just like most ports of Sega Genesis, they are based on the arcade 100%, so it's an arcade making both ways, essentially.
Ourselves an all-star kind of track, folks. The best kind of track there is.
I haven't used V-Shade show yet. I also never played Crazy Taxi, or I have seen other people play it, like especially one guy that went for like a super high score, but I never played it myself. But it seems like a cool game. Or at least it seemed cool enough. I know about Crazy Taxis that the Simpsons also try ripping it off with Hit and Run. Yeah, I didn't play that game either. Crazy Taxis basically, well, as you could imagine, you are a taxi driver and you're supposed to pick up people and take them to their destination. And the thing is that you have to imagine it like it's an open world. Like it's a whole playable area, and the people appear randomly, and they tell you to go to a random place. So you're supposed to think what's the shortest path to get there, avoiding the traffic and all of that. And when you are done, you have to very quickly look for the next passenger, because it's a game with time limit. Since it's an arcade game, the point is that you get the most amount of score in the shortest amount of time, of course. That's the idea. Yeah. That will be the deal with that game. It's a game that, for what I've seen, it's also a little bit hard to get used to. Okay, so for some reason in this track, the AI feels the need to take the shortcut very frequently. They essentially ignore the shortcuts in every other track, but they do not ignore it on this one. Like, this one is definitely the exception. How can it be? Alright, so... Fuck. I keep forgetting that despite looking like stairs, you're not supposed to go there. Well, looking like stairs, they are supposed to be stairs. You cannot go there. I got it. That shortcut is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure that the other shortcuts in the other tracks are also very wild, but that one, the AI has shown that it can cut an insane amount. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
I still find it funny to see Knights as the flagman. Well, to be fair, Mario Kart had a similar situation. The flagman in Mario Kart for the longest time has been Lucky 2. Well, pretty much in every Mario Kart game, if I'm not mistaken, Lucky 2 is the flagman. But he was only playable in Mario Kart 8. I don't know if he was playable in 7. Maybe he was playable in 7 too. The point is that for more than half of the franchise lifespan, he was exclusively the flagman and he was never playable. But I think there is quite a difference. Lucky 2 is supposed to be a generic enemy type in the Mario games, while Knights is the protagonist of its own game. So I will say that there is quite a difference. Like, it hurts more when you're in Knight's position than when you're in Lucky 2's position, I will say. I think in Transform they made Omo Chao the flagman, or am I wrong? Because if it's Omo Chao it makes sense, because Omo Chao is like an extremely secondary character from the main franchise of the game, that is Sonic. It would of course be nice if he was playable simply for having more characters, but I don't think anyone particularly gives a shit about Omo Chao. I know I don't. Yeah, we got that. Also, we're getting quite a lot of SEGA miles from like these mini championships. Alright, so we could make this one the last mission, I guess. Well, this or the next one. It depends. Alright. So wait, what do we have to do? Defeat Billy. With that miss. Yeah, but he's constantly... Oh, you can spam. I didn't know. But you're supposed to hit him, you're not supposed to overtake. But this reminds me of the Crash Team Racing boss fights, where they basically throw an infinite amount of items, and you're supposed to catch up while that's happening. Which is a little bit challenging. Not that challenging when you're good at the game, though. Damn, I'm missing everything. Good shit, bro. Oh, I got his ass. I don't know when. Kill Bill or something. Wait, Redout? Redout is the name of a Steam game that is supposed to be a game inspired in Wipeout. Obviously has nothing to do with that. Yeah, Kill Bill is a movie. That's another Sega license achievement, yeah, most likely. I also like how Sonic Car kinda looks like his hair, but at the same time it looks cool. It's not like it looks dumb or out of place. It's very well designed, not to mention that the car itself looks cool even without those spikes. They did a good job at designing this car. Because I don't think it's that easy to, you know, design a car from scratch and make it have personality and fit with one of the characters, right? Like in this case. And they did that for every character in the game, so pretty cool. Was that enough? No way! Actually, Rob, I saw AA have all the stars. How could you do this to me? God damn it. I saw all the stars there, though I think that my problem here is that precisely what you want to avoid is going fast. Because I guess the moment that you go fast, though I don't know exactly how it counts the drift, but I'm assuming it's not related to speed, it's simply related to drift time, in which case you'd probably want to boost as little as possible. But the problem with that is that the longer you make a boost, the faster you're gonna go. So it's basically choosing between like going very fast once or going fast in little bursts. I don't know which one is the best / worst idea. Okay, I barely got it, So this challenge is not easy at all. I got it. Alright, so I think that this is where I'm gonna leave it for today. And we're gonna continue tomorrow with the remaining missions. I will assume that there's probably gonna be a lot of time remaining tomorrow. So something tells me that there will be a lot of time remaining. But I could also check the time trials afterwards. All I know is that for now, we have AAA in all of the missions that we did. So that's pretty nice. They are still, according to Wasabi, more than half to go. So you're gonna need to buy all the tracks. Well, considering the money that I'm getting, that shouldn't be a problem, I would assume. But in fact, we can check it right now. If I go to the shop... No, hold up. Oh, courses. Wait, what's F1? Oh, it's Square. Okay. So yeah, I have 96,000. I can very easily purchase. Okay, well, maybe... Not all. According to my very quick calculations... Yeah. Well, hold up. We can buy... and see how many we can buy. But it's not all of them. But I mean, with the remaining missions, I'm gonna get more. Yeah, basically these ones are remaining here. But that's not a problem, I mean, it's whatever. Eventually, I guess we will have them all without trouble. But yeah, that will be it for me for today. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow with more of this game. So have a good one and take care.